The Boston College Eagles in Crisis Fund provides emergency aid to current Eagles in dire need. Energized by the class of '81 and embraced by all willing to help a falling Eagle have a chance to soar again, we invite you to join us for this great cause.
I'm proud of BC. I'm proud to be an officer of BC. But BC is not a building. We have people come all the time and say, what a beautiful campus and the Gothic buildings. BC could burn down tomorrow. Everything could be lost, and BC would still be standing because BC are the men and the women that have matriculated there. They're the men and the women that work there. They're the professors that teach there. BC, in fact, is the class of '81. I heard that there was this interest of a group of class of '81 who wanted to be helpful, and they heard that BC tries to take care of all their students and faculty and staff, and so they wanted to meet. We started to talk about some of the needs, and you don't often think about it at a top-tier university, but the needs are great because tragedy happens everywhere. But besides that, more and more people are surprised to find out there are people going to school without means. And so you have to fill in the gap. You have to make it happen so that people don't fall through the cracks. And so the Eagle Crisis Fund and the class of '81 said, we want to do that. And it was very moving. Because of this fund, there have been moms and dads, and I mean literally moms and dads, who have died and have not had the money to be buried. This fund has supplied food for students that have run out of meal plan money. This fund has supplied temporary housing so that students won't be on the streets or in the cold, because no student that goes to BC will be living outside under my watch, certainly under Father Leahy's watch.
A convocation of '81 Eagles, formed 5 years ago, gathers annually in honor of our mission to help Eagles in crisis today and tomorrow.
This is our biggest gathering. It's our fifth, as noted. This started with a very small group of men and is now men and women, making us better and keeping us soaring high above the heights. Our convocation right now is about 135 strong, but it started with friendships. And those friendships over the years have been through thick and thin, the way life goes. And over the years, as we got together, we started talking about finding purpose and finding mission besides the true fun that just comes at the snap of a finger. But it's also been for funerals, it's also been for challenges where people have gone through some crises themselves, and that's when you really know friendships matter. We planned to meet with Father Jack Butler based upon a classmate whose daughter was tragically killed here in New York City. And it was at that funeral that many of us attended that we heard Father Jack Butler speak for the first time.
What makes the class of '81 a little different, and what makes the class of '81 something I'm really proud of, is that you want to give back. This group got together and said, we're going to put a hat in the middle of the room. And the people of '81 are going to throw some money in that hat for no other reason but because we went to a school and there are people at that school that might need some help. Maybe a tragedy has happened. And what you're doing is you're making the safety net real. I get to facilitate it, but what you're doing is making sure that love is shown in deed. I want to thank you for that.
When the Crisis Fund idea came, I just jumped at it. It is everything that you'd want to give back for. We all, at some point in our life, should be stewards for the next generation. I would encourage everybody that sees this video to take a look at what we do here, because it is awesome.
Ignatius of Loyola said, love is shown in deeds, not words. What this fund and what this class has tried to do is create a resource that Cura Personalis has made real. Men and Women for Others is made real. That love is made real because it's in deeds. But what the Crisis Fund is all about is in time of need, differences dissolve, people step up, and what's taken care of is the person. And that's what this is all about. And if the class of '81 can do it, how about some others?
Please help our Eagles in Crisis complete their journeys to commencement. And to their bright futures ahead.